Welcome back, folks. Here, George Fotopoulos again, Ball Mastery here with Joanna Lohman, U.S. Women's National Team member. If you got a chance and an opportunity to see the first two parts of our series with the fundamental build-up here about Ball Mastery, then you know where we're at right now. We're at here at the final phase, the final piece here, all right, and the building blocks here that we're trying to build here with the Ball Mastery and the beginning understanding of some of the surfaces of the feet. We've talked about the inside of the foot, the laces, the sole of the foot, or the cleats. All right, it's very important, though, in any type of training, whether it's individual, whether it's team training, you're working with your coach, your dog, your mom, your dad, whoever that be, brother or sister, all right, it's got to get a little bit harder every time we start to get better at it, all right, because we don't want to stay in one comfort level. We want to be able to build in progression. So in our first series, we saw that very simple technique going back and forth. And then we took it into motion, where Joanna would get the ball, she'd introduce the skills, and then put it into motion. Now we want to introduce the final piece here, which is a little bit of pressure with going out a cone. All right? Now, obviously the greatest pressure, and I'll always say this, is the actual pressure of the game. All right? The game can be produced by individual person defending against you, all right, or obviously introducing it into a practice. But for you guys at home, wanting it together, and maybe you don't have that, you don't have any time, take some cones, take some toys laying around, and give yourself an obstacle. So what I have here is a little obstacle set up to replicate an individual player. So Joanna is going to use the same 3 skill moves. All right, we're going to go through them here, beating the player. Now, one thing that's very important, is you notice that I have a triangle here. That triangle is very important. Because when we beat players, we want to make sure we're beating players at angles. We don't want to go through people. All right? This ball was not made to go through people. All right? This ball is made to go to the spaces. And that's why we have triangle here, to get you to have an idea of beating players at the angles, regardless of what moves you use, whether they be the moves we use today in our series, the series prior, but understanding that angles is the way we want to beat players. So right now, before we talked about the love touches and the instep, Joanna's going to use the same sequence, all right, to beat her cones. So she's going to beat them once to the right side and once to the left side for you. Here we go, Joanna. She takes a touch and beats the player at angle. And very good, very good. Once again, she uses the instep to draw the player in. It's just not about just the touches as well. She wants to draw that defender in. By touching the ball sideways, it makes that defender maybe bite on a move that she can then penetrate into space. The next one now, we're going to be using the outside of the foot, all right, to penetrate into space. So it's going to be inside the foot to the outside of the foot to penetrate into space. Here we go, Joanna. And very good. Very good. Set it up again. Cuts it back, and very good. Once again, she used her instep to cut back, draw against pressure, and then the laces to push it away to beat the player into space. One more time for us here. And push. And very good. And very good. Okay. And now our last one. Using our cleats or our sole, we want to push it out with the laces, use our sole to come back against pressure, and then beat the player to the opposite side. So here we go. Laces, sole, and then beats the player in there. One more time for us. Pushes it, sole, and then beats the player. Very good, Joanna. Once again, like I said in the series before, we want to make sure practice, practice, practice. Repetition, repetition, repetition. All right, these moves, these skills cannot work in a game unless we start to feel comfortable with them first. Find your comfort zone. If your comfort zone is back in Series 1, just moving with the ball, that's fine. If your comfort zone has got to this point, then continue to add more pressure. Whether, once again, it's your mom, your dad, your dog, whoever it might be, add the pressure, because pressure will force you to work even harder. I want to thank you for your time today and hope to see you soon.